This week's Sporting Classics is in Namibia to hunt the iconic Plainsgame of Africa.
I'm excited. I don't know why yet, but I'm excited.
3 hunters, 3 guns, and 1 mission. Make your first shot count.
I mean, it's really got a wide menu, so you can be kept very busy in a 10-day safari here.
It's an epic safari adventure at a bucket list destination for any big game hunter on this Sporting Classics.
Some adventures are found at the crossroads of epic and unforgettable, and they're best enjoyed with a close friend, a companion who cherishes the sporting life just as much as you do. It's someone who knows the magic contained in the simple phrase, opening day, and who understands that the words hunter and conservationist are one and the same, for we've been giving back for generations. And sharing the outdoors with someone who celebrates the history, the art, and the romance of this way of life makes for a friendship to last the ages. One where the sound of a snickering horse, the crackling of a mountain campfire, the whiff of gunpowder will transport you to that same stirring part of the soul. Welcome to Sporting Classics. That old trusted friend who shares your love of adventure and reminds you of the greatest days of your life.
It's got to be the most I've seen of any group of animals in one place.
There's a big eland bull coming as well.
You know, it's just so unique to have this much game in one place. You know, growing up in the southeastern part of the United States, it's a completely different world just from the wildlife out here. It's amazing. It's definitely a hunter's dream.
Yeah, we've got wildebeest moving around over here.
The most exciting thing about our day is that it's quiet, and then all of a sudden, boom, you've got 30 blue wildebeest, you've got 2 herds of kudu, you've got a herd of zebras, you've got eland.
All in one
you never
spot.
know, yeah, you never know what's going to happen next. There's a gemsbok,
Yeah, and
there's
right,
3 zebras.
impala right behind the giraffe there.
I'm excited. I don't know why yet, but I'm excited.
That's the great thing about Africa, is we have so many different species, huge variety.
The reason why we don't unload when we are walking is at any second we can bump something. Okay.
I mean, it's really got a wide menu, so you can be kept very busy in a 10-day safari here. And of course, there's leopard hunting nearby. Namibia is a place where I took the biggest leopard I've ever taken in my life. Here we go. He drops. It felt good, but it's one of those where he just sort of disappears.
We might need the light, and we will use the dog just to help us find the cat.
Big cat. Big cat.
What the Chris? You did it, man.
You did it, man. That is a beautiful cat, man.
He's big.
That's a beautiful cat.
You will never shoot a cat like this. I'm Delpy.
I'm retired right now. It's a great place to hunt leopards, in addition to Plainsgame.
Here comes another one.
That's a big one.
I think like a light bulb went off, like, gosh, the reason why this is the best place in the world to hunt is because there's so many different things you can hunt.
Excitement is running high for this band of hunters ready to embark on an unforgettable safari in a landscape absolutely loaded with amazing game. I've invited 3 good friends to join me in Namibia to hunt with Umjeve Safaris.
Well, we are situated in Namibia. It's a country about twice the size of Texas. We're just on north of South Africa.
This is a lodge that was built to entertain and keep hunters, private chalets where you could stay. And
That's one thing that's very important coming on the safari is, you know, even though you're in Africa, you're in a remote area, but we still strive to provide the best service and food and accommodation to our hunters wherever we can.
okay, ears on, boys. Oh wait, we've got a suppressor, never mind.
In this hunt, the animals aren't the only stars of the show, as the guns are also taking center stage. First up is Silencer Central founder and CEO, Brandon Maddox. The Banished line of suppressors was recently named the industry's Suppressor of the Year, and it's easy to see why.
Well, one thing we find is most people are hunting in social environments, and to have to put, the earplugs in or ear muffs, it may not seem like a big distraction, but it is. It impacts your ability to communicate with the person you're hunting with. So it's definitely a game changer from enhancing the hunt.
I've wanted to get a suppressor for a long time, but the reality is they're very difficult to get. It's a long process. You got to set up a trust, it's background checks, all those kind of things. Well, that used to be the way it is, and now enter Brandon and Silencer Central and the fact that he's transformed that whole process to simplify it in such a way that ultimately it gets shipped directly to your door. It's about a 90-day process as opposed to a year-long or more process. So it's really a whole different game, and really they're kind of the universal donor at this point of suppressors. It doesn't matter what model, what brand you want to order, they essentially sell them all, and they've simplified that process. So whatever one you get, it's super simple to buy through Silencer Central, and that's the genius of the whole brand. Brandon had never been to Africa, so the whole menu was available to him, and by God, he didn't waste any time getting after it. We got onto a nice little herd of gemsbuck, just a few bulls, a couple of cows.
I'm just 100% following the guide. Everything he did, I figured this is what he does all day long. This is what he gets paid to do. That's why he's called a professional hunter. I'm actually going to follow every footstep. Everywhere he steps, I'm stepping, and whatever he says do, I do.
And finally, he gets on sticks, and Louie's got him set up and ready to go. And this bull finally gives him a decent shot and a little bit of a quartering shot.
Are you ready? Oh, that hit him good. That was a good hit.
Got a great shot. First shot, did a great job.
He hits it, looks like a great shot.
It sounded really good.
Solid, yeah. He reacted good as well. Hopefully. Oh, he's down. He's down.
He was down, but then we end up having to put another round in him just to be, 100%.
Good job, buddy.
That was it, huh?
You never can be too sure with these animals.
Yeah. And then after that, it was just amazing to sort of look at the creature, like how big the gemsbuck is.
That's a good one, man. Well done.
Like we had some good shots on it, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're just tough. They're super tough.
To be right there in front of one that we had just harvested, to me, it was like, wow, my first African animal. It's beautiful, it's huge.
First animal in Africa.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
It's amazing how quiet that thing is. At first I'm plugging my ears and I'm like, why?
No, it's perfect. What was cool to me is the others were still eating around and didn't even act like they didn't get
Well, that's the other thing about it. It's like a bow shot almost. They don't hear anything, so it's like there's no sound to react to. Then it was really a great bull, and that was his baptism into African hunting, and I was there for it. Okay, gemsbuck on the menu.
Gemsbuck on the menu.
Gemsbuck on the menu.
I need to figure out how to
Take
get
a
the
fillet,
truck.
please. Medium rare. Mashed potatoes, a little gravy on the side, maybe some mushrooms.
Sporting Classics is brought to you by Winchester, the American legend. Winchester Repeating Arms. Walther, it's your duty to be ready. Silencer Central, silence delivered. Umarex Airguns, the year of the airgun hunter. Right on, see the difference. And by C-Run cases, handmade and travel tough.
We're on safari in Namibia, and Brandon Maddox has already taken a gorgeous gemsbuck with his suppressed rifle. Now it's time for Richard Turner to test his Umarex Hammer air rifle against the tough Plainsgame of Africa.
If you don't want to put a suppressor on a 22 or whatever, the air rifle is another option. And it is amazing how effective these things are at vermin control and now hunting all over the country, all over the world. And let me tell you, these things are not your granddad's air rifles. It is incredible what these things are doing these days, the velocity, this patented valve that they've created that really has transformed the velocity of a 500 grain, a 250 grain bullet, shooting at 750 feet per second or 1,000 feet per second. That's why they're able to take Cape Buffalo with these things now. I mean, it's completely changed the game.
There's really been an increased interest in airgun hunting worldwide, and you can see that even with SCI opening an airgun-only hunting category in there. So it was so exciting to get to come to Africa and hunt with airguns out here.
Okay, Richard, we just spotted some blaze buck down in the valley. So they're nice and calm, so let's see if we can get close enough for a shot on them. Aye, okay, let's go.
One of the animals we wanted to hunt, I was really excited about because I think they're so unique as a blessed buck.
So the blaze buck we hunted moved in a bachelor herd of just males. There were 7 in the group.
You got 7 of them in that group.
Yep, all males.
All males.
That's why they're so skittish.
That's part of the challenge of hunting, especially with an air gun, where we want to get to a shorter distance, and it's a great stalk and a great challenge.
So the main thing is to go in as slow as we can, just so you don't go too fast and make a mistake by just look at the animal's behavior, get the wind in your favor. Just do the basic things right and you'll get close enough. It's on the left. Here he's walking behind the brush. Okay, Richard, they're coming out from left to right. Here he comes.
Okay.
He's number 3.
Okay.
Okay?
Aye.
There he is. Well, it's a hit, Richard. They're moving to the right.
Yeah.
Moving to the right. Let's just see. Just see.
You see which one I shot?
I only count 6.
And there were originally 7.
Yeah. Whew. Tight. They were moving the whole day.
Oh my gosh, every time we got close to them, it's like we're 30 seconds away from a shot or 10 seconds away.
And
it's just pursuit.
You never know what their next move is going to be. Well, Richard, you got yourself a blaze buck with an air gun.
Man, I tell you, I know the challenge of coming in and taking one with an air rifle.
Exactly, and getting
so close.
So close. I mean, what was it? 70-yard shot?
Yeah, yeah.
So a couple missed stalks, but this one worked out perfectly.
That's awesome. Man, I'm pumped up.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
In the plains of Namibia, Brandon Maddox is on the board with a stunning gemsbuck, and Richard Turner dropped a blessbuck with his Umarex hammer. Back at camp, Dan Flavin is sighting in his Winchester in anticipation of the day's hunt.
All right, there we go. Right-hand side target. Should be dead on left, right, just high.
Yeah, it's dead on.
It's a good bullet. Yeah, Equibons is very, very, very nice.
I mean, if you like animals dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Model 70 and 300 Win Mag is really good medicine for this kind of plains game hunting out here. It'll take everything from the big eland, which are almost the size of a Cape buffalo, and zebra and kudu and all those other species really are all taken with the 300 Win Mag. 180, 190 grain bullets are just fine. I happen to like the Winchester's Nosler Accubon bullets. I think they really perform well and are highly effective. But that 300 Win Mag is ideal, frankly.
Fairly light gun, perfect for caliber for Africa. So right-on optics are on the gun. Really excited about using them this week.
So we were driving on this ridge and we spotted some black wildebeest far down below in the valley, and we saw that there was a really good bull in the group. So we're going to take a foot and see if we can maybe get close to them. So hopefully then, they're in the mix.
Perfect.
Yes. Yeah, so we started a long walk. We went down into the valley.
We were just taking our time, making sure we were super, super slow, super quiet, trying to get in as close as we possibly can to these animals. On this particular hunt, we had gotten ourselves into some pretty tight cover. One of the things they have around here are a lot of garden spiders. Not my favorite, so we have to kind of duck and weave around those, and we were doing that to get into position on these animals.
And then eventually we found a bush about 100 to 40 yards from them, and then they were laying down.
My black wildebeest, he was just laying down in the background.
It's the one laying down facing to the right.
I'm not going to shoot him on the ground. There's no vitals, too hard on this type of an animal, so we were just kind of waiting him out, trying to stay patient on the sticks.
I'm going to make a noise. Okay. We're going to see if he's going to get up or not. Okay. Just watch out for the other ones around him. Okay.
That made me make some funny noises.
All right, buddy, stand up, please, stand up.
Just give him time. Just give him time, he'll get up. Here we go, he's getting up. Just look, here we go. He just he's looking right at me.
He stands up, spins, and starts to face us.
The distance is fine, it's about 120 to 130 yards. Okay, take him in the center of his shoulder, his center of his chest, in the middle. Here we go. Yes, here we go.
We heard a good flop in the chest, and he spun, and the group took off, and there was one that just couldn't keep up.
Well done, brother.
All right.
Well done.
Tough dude. Thank you, man. Way to find him. What a trophy.
We took our
though.
time.
Look at those bosses.
We had to make a few different sounds and to get him out, but we won at the end.
Absolutely.
Well done. I think it's a magnificent bull.
Oh, look at those bosses. He
nice
looks
and old, yeah.
beautiful. Thanks, man. This has been a great day, bud.
Done,
What
yeah.
a great
Another
day.
great day. Super.
Super beautiful.
Want more big game? Check out Chris Dorsey's newest book, Director's Cut, a 400-page full-color celebration of big game hunting. Each signed copy comes with a 4-hour companion film. Order today. Sporting Classics is brought to you by Winchester, the American legend. Winchester Repeating Arms. Walther, it's your duty to be ready. Silencer Central. Silence delivered. Umarex Airguns. The year of the airgun hunter. Negrini cases. Ultralight, ultra strong. The pinnacle of Italian design and technology. And by Safari Club International. Join the fight to protect hunting across the country and around the world.
Back home in Colorado, professional firearm instructor Dan Predovich is working with Colorado candidate for governor Heidi Ganahl and a Walther PDP and 9mm at his private range.
So you've shot the Walther here quite a bit.
I like
you feel
it.
comfortable with it? You like
Yes.
it? Okay.
Feels
good.
very good.
Okay, you're set. Stand by. Fire!
Whether you're hunting Plainsgame in Namibia or carrying a concealed handgun for self-defense, the fundamentals of shooting remain the same, and you need to spend time on the range to perfect your skills.
Caught you right there. Good.
Okay.
Okay. Nicely done.
Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah, you betcha. Well done.
I think that's one of Africa's most popular trophies that everyone wants to hunt, you know, it's the Kudu.
Yeah.
It's by far the most popular species. The Kudus are an animal that loves these mountainous, rocky areas, so when I heard Brendan is interested in looking for a big Kudu, I said, well, there's one place we need to go. We need to go to the rocky, mountainous areas.
You know, Kudu is one of the key species that we wanted to get here with the, Silencer Central silencers.
We were lucky this morning as we arrived in this area. We saw a couple of bulls, a couple of young ones, and we passed up on a couple of them. So you know when you find that right Kudu bull when you want your hunter to shoot. So we were very fortunate to find this big old bull and
Right down here.
We came over top of a hill stalking, and what was great is the wind was coming towards us, so the animal had no idea that we were there sort of stalking in.
Okay, he's walking away. It's a big bull. Get ready. Get on the sticks. There you go. Okay, just wait for him to turn. I'm gonna call him. Just wait.
Okay.
Take him. Take him.
Okay, behind the shoulder.
We're able to drop it really in one shot, so that's always the ideal and exciting opportunity to be able to just have to shoot once and see the animal drop. So really excited with the size of the kudu for my first one here in Africa. It seemed like the team thought it was large, and it looked huge to me. So what an exciting opportunity here.
Wow.
Yes.
Handy bull.
Well done, guys.
The ivory tips too.
Yes.
Probably 12, 13 years old.
Wow, awesome.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Congratulations.
Well done, buddy.
Yes, thank you, sir. Again, awesome example of conservation where the meat will come here to the local village or to the resort.
Yes. This is
the good one?
Bull.
Good.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
At this stage of my hunting career, I get as much enjoyment from sharing the experience with others as I do from actually hunting. Visiting these magical plains of Southwest Africa is always an unforgettable experience, and the camaraderie and the fellowship are the true trophies. It's been said that as soon as a hunter comes home from Africa, he begins to plan his next safari. I know I'll be back, and now that these three have all drank from the cup of Africa, well, I know I won't be traveling alone.